Hey guys, how's everyone doing? As you can see with the title and the name, this is a kind of series that I want to start where I just talk about struggles that as an artist that I go through on a daily basis, and this is a struggle that I have been going through since July. I mean, a couple of months actually, and I've still not obviously figured out how to get over it or get out of it, but I'm trying every day. There are some bad days, obviously, but I think today I've just decided to, stop being in this loophole and figure out a way to get out of it. And I think sharing it with other artists and people who are going through the same thing is going to be really helpful. So that's why, as the title says, art struggles or struggles that we all go through. And there are quite a few topics that I would like to talk about in this series, and particularly in today's series, I want to talk about what it's like to be in a creative block. And this is my personal experience. It usually happens with me once a year or something. I've been noticing it in since past 2 years, and it usually fades out in a month or so. But this time it has been going on for a really long time, and I haven't been able to focus on my work the way I used to be enthusiastic about it. And it's kind of affecting my health, obviously, and my relationships also, actually. And that is what is taking a toll on my head very negatively. And the reason why we go through, there's always obviously a starting point for things like this, the feelings that we go through, and it's not a good feeling. And I really wish that we artists didn't go through it, but we do. So it sometimes starts off as when we burn out by doing really really long projects, and I kind of did that, and I crossed a limit with myself over there where I overcommit myself, which I definitely delivered. But in that process, I kind of lost my fire of creating. And I thought it's just, because I just finished a project, I thought it's just I'll take a few days break, but that break is still continuing since past 2 months. And since 2 weeks, that's when I've been realizing, like, okay, this is something serious, and I think I should, look into it. I took a break for myself, traveled to a different city, explored, saw really good art and everything, but nothing really sparked in me. And what I'm going through right now is it's something that I can't put in words, but the way I can explain it, it's like I definitely have a lot of ideas to work on, but the moment I sit in front of the screen and hold my pen tab, I don't seem to be having the motivation to even open my Photoshop, and I just keep staring at my blank screen, which is no fun, obviously. And I don't know how to get out of it. So that's why I decided, I'm just gonna document what I'm going through, and maybe one of you could help me out or share about your experience of what you are going through. And there's obviously a lot of wave of emotions that come into it, like self-doubt and the choices I make. And of course, as an artist, there are highs and the low days, but there are some times where the low days just keep on continuing, and you can't understand what you're doing. And even taking no amount of break helps. It's just something that you don't know what to do, and I'm at a state where it feels very helpless, because I want to create, and I really, really want to create new work. I have a bunch of ideas. In fact, I do have work that I have been doing, but there is no excitement anymore, or there is no motivation anymore to even put it out there or share it with anyone. I wanted to start a series also where I challenged myself that I would do one illustration every day. And Inktober is coming, and I wanted to take part in that also because I've never really taken part in it. And I think it's not just working out with me, and I'm at that point where I think I just want to stop creating and be a person who does 9 to 5 job, which is definitely not me, because I quit my corporate jobs and studio job to get into what I'm doing right now, and it's very contradictory and very weird for me. And I will get into the reason why I quit my corporate job and my studio experience in some other series or some other podcast episode. But at this moment, I think I'm just trying to find my place or my voice again as an artist. And I've decided to maybe be more vocal about these issues, these mental stresses that comes with the baggage of not being able to create anything, and the constant self-doubt and comparing ourselves with other artists, which obviously is very easy to say that, hey, you should not be comparing yourself to other, but when it comes to you, you know what goes on in your head, and sometimes those negative thoughts just take over your entire head, and it gets onto your nerves so badly that I personally had a very dark day where I was just hating everything about me, and it's not fun. It's really not, because I'm the kind of person who keeps on motivating others, and it's so ironic to see myself in that state where I'm not able to help myself. And I realize it's so much easier to give someone else advice, but when it comes to yourself and implementing that advice on yourself is so difficult. And I think this is my way of helping myself, and if it even helps someone else, I'll be truly grateful. But yeah, this is a start of something new, so let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, I brew some few other episodes with fun stuff and stories that we can share. I would be having a lot of different people also on these series, so I'm excited for you guys to meet those faces also. But for now, it's just me, and I hope you guys like this new venture and support me through it. So stay tuned for it. Bye, guys.